One major point that Lacan emphasizes again and again is this feeling that he says people have, that they lost something a long time ago and they are trying to recover this thing. According to Lacan, this explains why people want some object or they want some relationship and so on. They get the object, they get the relationship, whatever they want, they get, and then they are dissatisfied. According to Lacan, he thinks at some moment early in childhood, we began to have this feeling of separation from something bigger than ourselves, and we try to recover that with some object or person. But in some ways, it is always an inadequate substitute for the original thing. It is always possible there never was an original object or person that we lost, but at some moment, psychologically, when we were developing, we began to have this feeling like we lost something. And this explains so much of consumer culture, but it also just explains the ordinary, everyday feeling that people have, that there is something they want, they can get it, or maybe not get it, but deep down they know that this object or this person will never satisfy that big or deep feeling that they lost something. But it is still part of humanity that we are going to constantly try to recover this lost person or lost item. Now, Lacan perhaps believes that a lot of neurotic problems, psychological problems, mental health problems are related to this issue. Of course, everyone naturally has this feeling, but when some mental health problem begins to interfere with a person's life, then they begin to suffer and they need some treatment for this. Lacan believed that part of the treatment for this was to try to find what it is that the patient really wanted, that they felt like they lost. And part of the process of therapy was to recover what the patient feels like he lost. This is probably, at least at this stage in Lacan's career, what he believed was the most important thing. And it also becomes a major feature of his theory of psychoanalysis as he begins to develop it later. Again, the idea that there is some lost object or lost person, we want to recover it. And he believed that most of people's suffering, major suffering, minor suffering, it doesn't matter, is related to this kind of feeling. And so therapy was about, and perhaps still is about, trying to find what it is the person wants that they feel like they lost.